we have reached my favorite part of the NFL season. There are only 4 games this weekend. I believe they are all going to be awesome. I am hoping for chaos. I want a chaotic, fun weekend of playoff football. Look, I guess one of these games could become a blowout. You never know. But one thing, I love, and I hope we are going to get an exciting weekend with really intense, really close, emotional football games. We have 4 games this weekend. The number 1 game this weekend, earlier on Saturday, the Minnesota Vikings will be in Santa Clara, California, to play against the San Francisco 49ers. And, the 49ers should be the favorite in this game to win. They have a great head coach. They have a really creative offense. They have a good quarterback, Jimmy Garoppolo. But the real strength of this 49ers team is their defensive line. They have Dee Ford, DeForest Buckner, Nick Bosa, among others. It's an incredible, scary defensive line. The 49ers were the number 1 seed in the playoffs. The Vikings were the number 6 seed. And while the 49ers are the favorites, it shouldn't be by that much, at least not on paper. The Vikings have some firepower in their defensive line as well. Their defensive line includes Everson Griffin, Danielle Hunter. And the fun part about this story for me is that the Minnesota Vikings have this quarterback, Kirk Cousins, who has, for a long, long time, had the reputation of a guy who cannot win in big moments. However, last weekend, he got the monkey off his back. He went to New Orleans. He played against the New Orleans Saints and beat them in their dome. It was awesome. And Kirk Cousins has been battling this narrative that he can't win big games all year. He finally got the big win. He won a playoff game. And you got to understand, in that game, Kirk made numerous throws down the stretch, vertically downfield, where he was phenomenal. I think Kirk has the stuff to win this game. I don't know that he's going to, but you also got to acknowledge the Vikings have gotten healthy at the right time. Adam Thielen is back. Dalvin Cook is back from an injury. Their running back, their top receiver. The Vikings should not be overlooked. I think we have a great game coming up on Saturday, and I think the Vikings have a real legitimate shot to beat the 49ers, even on the road in Santa Clara. Now, here's the thing. Please spare me. All I want for, someone asked me today, what's your Super Bowl prediction? And I said, I have no idea what's going to happen, who's going to win the Super Bowl. But here's what I want more than anything. All I want is the San Francisco 49ers to rematch with the Seattle Seahawks. That's what I want. I don't care about the Super Bowl. That's my Super Bowl. If I get that. There were 5 really great games. Think of the best games of the year so far this year. We had, I can't think of all of them, but I know that 2 of the best 5 games of the year, list them however you want, but there were 2 moments this year where I went, that game was incredible. I had so much fun. And both of them are moments where the Seattle Seahawks played the San Francisco 49ers. One of those games went to overtime. The Seahawks won. The other game came down to the final moment where the Seattle Seahawks had the ball on the goal line. They couldn't score. They got stopped by the San Francisco 49ers. All I know is I am praying to the good football gods. Give me a rematch of the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. I would love that more than anything. Now, the late game on Saturday, we have the Tennessee Titans at the Baltimore Ravens. Both of these teams run the ball incredibly well. The Titans have the NFL's leading rusher, Derrick Henry, and this season the Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson broke the single-season rushing yards record by a quarterback in NFL history. No quarterback's ever run for more yards as a quarterback than Lamar Jackson did this year. Now, for me, though, the key to this game will not be running the football. Both teams are going to run the ball well. I think really the Ravens got to find a way to shut down Derrick Henry. But the key to this game might just be which team can complete a big pass in a big-time moment. There's going to be a moment, 3rd and long, late in the game, where one of these teams, the Ravens or the Titans, needs to complete a big throw downfield. Which team can make that play? In that situation, I want you to put your eyes on A.J. Brown, the young receiver for the Tennessee Titans. He's a creative, great, talented receiver who can win one-on-one matchups. He might be that guy that hauls in a pass on 3rd and 23 or 3rd and 14 or 3rd and 10 when one of these teams needs a big first down. Watch for A.J. Brown to maybe be that guy that makes a play. But really, in the end, watch for one of these teams to have to throw the ball in a big moment. Not run the ball. Running the ball is great. But there's going to be a moment late in this game where one of these teams has to throw the ball, and one of these teams is going to make a play, and one of these teams is not. The Ravens are 14-2. The Titans' record is 9-7. But the Titans are one of the best 9-7 teams of all time. You got to look at what happened to get the Titans to this moment. Yes, they were the 6th seed. Yes, they might be overlooked, but they shouldn't be. They're playing phenomenal football, and the reason why they got off to their bad start was Oh, they had a quarterback named Marcus Mariota to start the year. Midway through the year, they benched Marcus Mariota. They went to Ryan Tannehill, the quarterback who kind of was scorned and left behind by his former team, the Miami Dolphins. So Ryan Tannehill came out of nowhere, played phenomenal, led the team to the playoffs. Ryan Tannehill's great. And so I really think that this game is full of incredible storylines, but it's not who runs the ball well. Which team can throw the ball in a key moment? The Titans at the Ravens, it should be really, really fun. And throwing the ball will be the key late in this game. Okay, early on Sunday, we have the Houston Texans at the Kansas City Chiefs. Oh my gosh. I think the Chiefs are the favorite to win this game. I think they should win. You know, both teams have incredible quarterbacks, unpredictable playmaking quarterbacks. The Texans have Deshaun Watson. The Kansas City Chiefs have Patrick Mahomes, the former NFL MVP. Both can move around. Both can make crazy throws. I was on the phone with someone from an NFL front office today, and he was talking to me about how much better the Kansas City Chiefs defense got at the end of the year. They just massively improved, and they've really come on strong. You can ask Phillip Rivers, the quarterback of the LA Chargers. He talked about it after week 17, like, man, this defense has really come together. So I give the edge in this game to the Kansas City Chiefs. Their defense has really improved. And in a game with two good quarterbacks, the Chiefs have a good quarterback, the Texans have a good quarterback. I think the edge in this game to the Chiefs is that their defense is better than the Houston Texans. And they have the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, who used to be, by the way, a Houston Texan. He's going to come with a vengeance, going to be angry, ready to win this game. I think the favorite in this game, of any game in this weekend, the game I feel most strongly about is that I believe the Kansas City Chiefs should beat the Houston Texans in Kansas City this weekend, although I don't really care. I just want a great game. And if Deshaun Watson wins, that would make me so happy to watch J.J. Watt, Deshaun Watson, and that great football team and that really fun narrative of a football team. I don't care who wins. I just think that the Chiefs are probably the favorite in this football game. Now, Sunday night, I believe this game is going to be special. This game is going to be awesome. It's the Seattle Seahawks in Green Bay, Wisconsin, at Lambeau Field against the Green Bay Packers. We have a really fun contrast in head coaches in this game. The Packers have a young first-year offensive coach, Matt LaFleur, and then the Seahawks have an older veteran, defensive-minded head coach, Pete Carroll. He's actually the oldest head coach in the NFL, although you would not know that by watching him run around on the sidelines. He is a energetic guy full of just vitality is the word I think of. Like, man, Pete Carroll just has energy. Now, the two quarterbacks are awesome. You have Russell Wilson, the quarterback of the Seattle Seahawks, my NFL MVP, and you have Aaron Rodgers, the quarterback of the Green Bay Packers, a guy who statistically hasn't been there all year, but stats don't matter. This is not fantasy football. Aaron Rodgers plays the position really, really well, despite the fact that his stats aren't quite where they used to be. That's okay. They're playing a different style of football week to week. I think Aaron Rodgers is not getting the respect he deserves. He's an incredible quarterback who's going to show up in this game and I think play really well. So, to me, what's going to be interesting is the way that Russell Wilson, the quarterback for the Seattle Seahawks, handles the pressure that the Green Bay Packers defense can generate. He's going to be running for his life at some point in this game, and he's going to have to make a lot of plays moving and using his feet. But Russell Wilson, if anybody can do it, Russell Wilson is the best quarterback in the entire NFL, making a negative play, running around, scrambling, and turning it into a positive throw downfield. I am so excited to watch, more than anybody, though, the Seattle Seahawks running back, Marshawn Lynch. This is a guy who came out of retirement like literally 3 weeks ago. And you're telling me he's going to have Skittles, the playoff football in Lambeau Field. He's going to have the time of his life. And Marshawn Lynch has nothing to lose. He came out of retirement. I think a lot of people are jealous of him. I would go back and play football if I could, man. It's so awesome. And so I hate to admit this, and this feels really, really cheesy. Like, it just seems really silly, but it's honest truth. When I think of Marshawn Lynch, a potential Hall of Fame running back going into Lambeau Field to play Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers, Pete Carroll, Matt LaFleur, the snow, the cold, the historic setting, Marshawn Lynch, I can't say enough, makes me so excited. When I think of all the things going on and the storylines happening in this football game, as cheesy as it is, the word that comes to mind is epic. I mean, this is just an epic, awesome matchup of two football teams that I can't wait to watch. Sunday Night Football, it's going to be great. It's on Fox. And I am so excited for this football game. Honestly, I don't know who's going to win this weekend. I have no idea. I tend to lean towards the teams I think that are the favorites to win are the 49ers, the Ravens, the Chiefs, and the Packers. They're all the home team. They're the higher seeds. There's a reason they all have better records. They're marginally better football teams. But this is the playoffs, man. I expect the unexpected, and I cannot wait to watch football this weekend.